Okay, this is a video of my LA 165. It's my 44-inch snowblower and my 2,000-pound winch that I picked up from Harbor Freights. That was the smallest one they had. It's actually made for an ATV. I did another video, but I figure I'd do a little close-up so you can see pretty much what I did. Now, when this came, the standard model, it had a bar, a lever that kind of went, back and forth here that raised the snowblower up and down. And pretty much what I did was I removed the lever here that went up over, and I put in this winch. I made this bracket and kind of get a little closer. I kept the old bracket because the two nuts and bolts that were right there, it didn't sit flush, so leaving that bracket on there and screwing those nuts back on there to the frame, it kind of sat a little bit flusher, and it was able to work. So as you can see, it's just a bar going across here. Oh, sorry about that. And another bar coming up. Now, if you had a welder, this would be, I think, a ton easier, but in my case, I do not have a welder, so I went to Home Depot, picked up these supplies, and I do believe that bar there, it's maybe a 2-inch bar wide and 3/8 inch thick. And then I bought a little bit thinner bar and made these brackets, those kind of brackets right here. There is another one down here on the inside. I can kind of show you there. And I connected another bar going across in the back there, and connecting this just to kind of show you is another bar all the way down to the back and going up. I kind of didn't drill my holes pretty much straight, so I got to finish that off. But again, I picked up the winch from Harbor Freights. It was like, I don't know, 80 bucks, but they had a coupon which was only $50. Just to kind of give you a little kind of walk around here. Now, I had mentioned that the handle, there was a bar that kind of went through where you see this threaded bar. I was going to find a solid bar to fit through that to hook the winch to, but I would have to cut that, which I'm going to have to cut these two ends off because, as you can see, it overhangs. I would have to cut it to size, plus then drill holes where I did enough drilling of holes again with this bracket here, and again, it took me a couple days or a couple nights and then maybe a half Saturday to finish this thing off. I was talking about before, when you buy, I guess, this snowblower. Now, I picked this up on Craigslist really dirt cheap. I got a really good score. Last winter, there wasn't a lot of snow. The guy was moving to Florida, so he kind of gave it away to me, which I don't mind. He gave me the weights, and then he gave me two of these suitcase weights, which I had before, and I picked up a plow for this. Now, I was trying to explain before, you can only fit two in here, so if you can see somewhat a little bit, I had to cut this out. Let's see, right over here, I had to cut a little out here. There was some stuff in the middle, had to cut that out, and as well as that to fit everything. You probably see a bottom bar there. Well, I have a Deere power that hooks to my tractor that contains all the leaves. It like shreds it up, so I just kind of leave that on there for a little bit of support for these weights. I was talking about, I did get this from an ATV. As you can see, the meter light, it's not even on. I thought this was pretty cool when I did hook this thing up. Let's see, so that's out, so that's more or less down. Again, to give you a little kind of demo. and as you can see, it's a lot quicker. A lot of guys I talk to, it's a lot quicker than those actuators, but I don't know. I mean, buying one of those actuators, I mean, it would have costed me a lot more money than spending, you know, $50 on a winch, which to hook this up, I mean, it was so simple. Took me literally about 15 minutes to hook it up. What I did was I ran some of the wires over here. I got one of those like kind of encased. So I put the kind of hid the wires in this, I don't know, this casing wire thing, and you know, kind of strapped it all up, went back to the battery, and that's pretty much it. I mean, she lifts up pretty high and drops down, and I can't really complain. I wish I could use it. Again, if you want to call me, I mean, it didn't take me too long. It's if you just got the right tools, you're going to need something to, you know, I used a circular saw, a handheld one, where I got a metal cutting blade. I cut the metal. I have a vise over there. I just put it in there, did my lengths, you know, cut the metal to length, made my brackets, cut those as well, and also in the vise I had to bend those. That's why it's kind of very important, unless you got a bender, those brackets that are connecting those, you know, you just buy a thinner piece of metal and just whack away and you can get to connect. And you know, again, you got to buy a drill bit that's going to course drill through metal. The only downfall about having this is, as you can see how tight it is, you are not able to open this hood. Where I'm coming up with an idea where those two bolts are down here, you could probably get something that's spring loaded so it can both sides, so it can go, you know, it can fall forward, because that's what I did when this thing is completely down. Just to show you real quick, you do have room to move it forward and lift up the hood, so if you have to do any work or do anything. So again, if anybody has questions, you can, you know, put it on the comments. Just again to walk you through, there's the two bolts, there's one piece, of course, on the other side, connect it there. I think it's very important that there is another piece I have back there where you're going to have to, you know, run this up so you can connect your, whatchamacallit, winch. And everything should work. Again, hooking it up, it was very simple. Also, this winch, you know, I do have that, you know, button over there that's hanging up in the front where I have time to cut it. I'm going to. But they make a remote, a wireless remote, which this one has a plug-in for that, where you don't even need that button. You can probably just keep it right in your pocket and that's it. But you know, again, here's just a little overview. I mean, we did have that blizzard maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and let me tell you, this thing just sucked right through it. No issues, no problems. It was a beast. So again, this is my LA 165, and if you have any questions on the winch, you're more than welcome to call me. I think in my other video I had mentioned I was going to actually paint the bracket black. I want to paint that as well as these screws and nuts, or bolts and nuts, and kind of just make it kind of nice to match the mower. So again, if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to put them in the comments, and I'll help you out best I can. Thank you.